Alright, Violin 2, this is Joust. Now, notice with some of these songs, there's a different way that they've set it up so you can, you see a lot of Dies al coda and stuff like that. Same thing, they're trying to keep the page all in one page, okay, instead of having to go to the next page over. So, notice that this one, it starts in the key of D major, and then as soon as you get over here to measure 30, it changes to, actually measure 27, changes to G major with 1 sharp, okay? The only difference that's going to make to you really is nothing. You're playing all the same notes on the tape. So the only difference I would make is if you're going to the E string and playing a high 2 on the a second finger on the E string low, or that's it. That's pretty much it. Everything else on the tape. So this whole entire page, everything on here is on the tape. There's one place where it's not, and that's a low 2 right here, a low 2 on the D string. Okay. Other than that, though, it's going to be on the tape. So let's go ahead and start at the top. Okay. So let's do the first measure, D1, G2. Ta, ta. Next measure, D1, D1, D2. Ta, ta, ta. Okay, first 2 measures, ready, and. Okay, measure 3, D1, D2, D1, D1, D2. So same thing. So let's do measure 1 through 4. Ready, and. Okay, measure 5, open G, open 1. Let's see, open G, G1. Okay. Then it does the same thing over again. Measure 6 and measure 7, measure 8, measure 9 are the same as the first 4 measures of the song. So let's do measure 6, 7, 8, 9. Ready, and. Okay, measure 10, D1, open D, 11, D1, G2. Okay, so. Now measure 12 is D1, D1, G2, rest. Rest, okay? So let's do measure 10, 11, 12. Ready, and. Okay, let's go ahead and do first 2 lines. Measure 1 through measure 12. Ready, and. Rest. Measure 13, D2, D2, ta, ta, ready, go. Measure 14, open D, G1, ready, end. Measure 15, D2, sorry, G2, G1, G2, ta, ta, ta. Okay, so let's do the first, let's do measure 13, 14, 15, ready, and. Okay, measure 16, D3, D2, D1. Okay, and it's a 3rd finger on the tape, so we see right there, that's actually a natural, so don't worry about it. D3, D3, D2, so G2, so yeah, G3, G2, D1. G3, G2, G1 on measure 16, ready, and. So let's do measure 13 through 16, ready, and. Okay, measure 17, D2, open A, ready, and. Measure 18, A1, A1, D3, D2, open D. Again. And then measure 19, G2, G2, G1. Okay, let's do ahead and do 13 through 19. Ready, and. Now measure 20 is G2, open D. Okay. Measure 21, G2, G2, G1. Ready, and. And measure 22 is G2, open D. So let's go ahead and do measure 20, 21, and 22. Ready, and. So it's an up bow. Alright, measure 13 to measure 22. Ready, and. 23, D1, G2. And then moving on, 24, D1, D1, G2. Like you played before, right? 25, whole note, third finger G string, ready, and. And then 26 is open D, open D. Let's do 23, 24, 25, and 26, ready, and. Great, let's do it from the beginning all the way to measure 26. Ready, go. Rest. Okay, measure 27. D1, open D. 28, D1, D2. 29, D2. Ta, 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 ta. Rest. Here we go. Ready, and. Rest. Measure 30. Ta, see. Ta, ti, ta, ta. Ready, and. G2, G3, G2, G1. Okay, measure 31, G2, D1, G2, G1. Okay, measure 30 and 31, ready, and. Okay, measure 32, open G, G1, G2, G4. And then measure 33, G2, G1, G2. Measure 32 and 33, ready, and. Okay, let's do measure 30 through 33. Ready, and. Okay. Measure 34, G2, G3, G2, G1. Ta, ti, ta, ta, ready, go. Measure 35, G2, G2, open D, open D. And then measure 36, D1, 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 G3. Ta, ti, ta, ta, ready, and. And then 37 is G2, G3, G2. Okay, so let's do 34, 35, 36, and 37. Ready, and. Okay, and that repeats back to measure 30. You go through that, hit the second ending. Here's the second ending. G3, open D, D1, D1. And then D2, D2. Okay, 38, 39, ready, and. Okay, measure 40. You'll see those emphasis again on the notes where you want to it's basically accents. Okay, extra emphasis on the specific notes. 1, 1, rest, rest. 1, open 1, rest, rest. So it goes like this. Rest, 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 rest. Okay, 42, G2, open D, D1, D1. Okay, and then 43 is D2, D1, D2. Okay, 42 and 43, ready, and. Okay, let's do measure 40 to 43, ready, and. Rest, 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 rest. 44, rest, rest. That's where you do the low 2, right? So 44, 1, 1, rest, rest, 1, 2, 1, rest, rest, all on the D string with the low 2. And then 46 is a 1, open A, D3, D2, D1. And 47 does the same thing. So it goes like this. You lift, do another down bow. Okay. And then 48 is whole note, first finger A string. 2, 3, 4. 49, third finger A string, whole note. Let's do 40 to 49. Ready, and. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. 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 Measure 50. Rest, ta, ta. So it's going to be rest, G2, G1. Ready, and rest. 51 is G3, G2, G2. Ta, ta, ta. Let's do measure 50, 51. Ready, and rest. Measure 52. Rest, ta, ta. Ready, and rest. Measure 53. Open A, open A, open A. Ta, ta, ta. Okay, 52 and 53. Ready, and rest. Let's do measure 50 through 53. Ready, and rest. Rest. Measure 54. Rest, A1, open A. Ready, and rest. Measure 55, D2, open D. So we just do 54, 55. Rest, ta, 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 ta. Ready, and rest. 56 is D1, G3. Ready, and. 57 is G2. So let's do 54 to 57. Ready, and rest. All right, 50 to 57. Ready, and rest. 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 Okay, let's do number 40 to 57. Straight through. Ready, and rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. 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 Okay, coda, the very last line of the whole song. All right, it's going to be a lot like 46 and 47, so we'll do that. Rest. Rest. Then 60 and 61 is basically just going down the scale. A1, open A, D3, D2, D1, open D, G3, G2. So like this. Okay, last two measures. Rest, ta, 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 ta. Is rest, G3, G2, D1, open D, G2. With those extra emphasis and crescendo and accents on the specific notes. So last two measures, ready, and rest. Again, ready, and rest. let's do the whole song now with all of the repeats and all the signs and all that stuff. I'll guide you through it, okay? So here we go. From the top. Ready, and... Repeat. Second ending. Measure 40. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. 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 Okay, jumping up to the sign, which is measure 30. Ready, end. Rest. Repeat. Rest. Second ending. Last line, Dakota. Rest. 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 And that is Joust for Violin 2.